The Gentlebros did it again, a fun RPG adventure that improves upon its predecessor in fun new ways to keep the experience familiar yet fresh. If you enjoy cute cats and adorable dogs, this has what you need. What about puns? This game has more than you can muster. The game's music is snappy and helps set the mood when you hear it for the first time, but it quickly becomes unnoticeable when you hear it for the 50th time as you enter and exit various caves spread out all around the world. I like the use of the triangle and wind instruments to inflict emotion in various areas. If only there were more music tracks to cycle between overall. The combat feels responsive and simple. You can attack, dodge, and use magic abilities to overcome any foe. The real strategy comes from which weapons and armor you equip and which spells you choose to use in each encounter. While these can be changed on the fly via the pause menu, it's great to come up with a build to help you tackle the various enemies that you will face. While this seems very reminiscent of the first game, Cat Quest 2 improves on its predecessor by adding elemental weaknesses to the enemies. They also added range combat if you choose to equip a wand. This gives you plenty of options with how do you decide to fight an enemy that may be strong against physical attacks or weak against fire, for example. They also added little bonuses to the numerous weapons and armor choices you get. Things like experience gain boosts or extra defense or even an increase to the distance of your dodge roll. There are plenty of boosts that you can experiment with as you change the equipment around. I personally wanted to collect them all as your character's appearance changes based on what you equip. You are free to mix and match to suit your needs, which gives you a vast amount of character build possibilities. The story takes place many years after the first game and has little nods for those that completed it. You are a cat and dog that are the descendants of kings. You are required to stop a war that has been going on for a long time between the cat and dog neighboring kingdoms. Turns out the Cat King and Dog King have been corrupted and want to crush the other to rule over its citizens. While straightforward in concept, you accept quests from many civilians in order to level up and get newer pieces of gear. While this may seem repetitive, each quest had its own little story and funny little puns that I found entertaining. I like the twist that presented itself in the main story and the ending that clearly sets up the finale in this trilogy. This game has multiplayer in the form of couch co-op. Since you normally play as both the cat and dog by yourself, you need to switch between them as you see fit. In co-op, one player is the dog and the other is the cat. Co-op works very well and may allow you to clear some of the tougher foes much easier thanks to the help of another human player. For example, you can have one player tank the boss while another one kites around the back and does some magic damage or perhaps heals the main tanky player. I personally played through the game solo as I had to spec my cat as an offensive magic dealer and my dog as a physical powerhouse with close combat in mind. Overall, this game was a blast with no shortage of cat and dog puns to boot. Lots of quests to help you level quickly so you never feel stuck behind a high level enemy for too long. After you complete the main story, there are 3 endgame areas that you can continue to level up in order to conquer for some really neat gear. If you like RPGs, this is a great entry into the genre with some depth if you look for it. A perfect blend of story and combat that presents a barktastic experience. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing to our channel. We'd love your support. You can also like the video and drop a comment below. If you click the thumbnail, you can watch some other game reviews we've done in the past. Thank you so much, fans, and as always, stay nerdy.